Football is back.
It's right there. Look at it.
I'm Herald sports writer Manny Navarro, joined by Fernandez here at St. Thomas Aquinas High School, where, 4 weeks from now, this team right here is going to be taking on Booker T. Washington, trying to snap their 41-game winning streak. So the season not that far away, Andre.
No, not that far away at all. I can't wait. That's going to be a big headliner game to start. I love the way the seasons last few years have played out. You have these big games, both at home, on ESPN. High school football, it's really blown up, man, the last few years. I'm excited for this new one coming up. This
Aquinas team, of course, basically a complete facelift. Roger Harriet, who won a state championship at University School, comes over, takes over the reins as head coach for Rocco Cosulo, who's now down the road at Mater Academy in Hialeah. And the landscape has changed greatly since the last time you and I talked football for the Miami Herald.
It's a different look, but it's not a total change. I mean, this is still going to be a dominant squad. You come in here and you look at this. I mean, every time I walk in here every August, September, October, whenever, it feels like a college atmosphere. This team gets everything they can out of practice. It's a professional atmosphere. I mean, you really can tell why this program, year in and year out, is sustained. When you talk about St. Thomas, everybody asks the question, how good is this team this year? Some teams, you sort of stop and you say, okay, maybe they can go this far, that far. There's levels. St. Thomas's level is always at the top. And you wonder, have they dropped any, or are they still at the top? I think they're still at the top right now.
Well, they're at the top because, every kid wants to play here. You look at some of the transfers that have come in. Quarterback Jake Allen comes over from Cardinal Gibbons. He's a 2017 top-tier recruit. He's going to the University of Florida, at least committed there right now. You got Nick Bosa, who's one of the guys who's back. He's the #1 player here in South Florida, All-American. He's committed to Ohio State.
Now officially told everybody he's going to Ohio State, but we kind of figured.
Right.
Brother there.
We know that it's happening. And you just look up and down both sides of the ball. Leaders, winners. Michael Irvin Jr.'s here. I mean, it's great to see Michael Irvin
Sr.'s over there somewhere.
Yeah, he's down there watching practice today. This team, when you look at the schedule they're going to face, besides Booker T, I'm looking at it here. I mean, Miramar, the second week of the season, Plantation, who used to be their district rival, no longer there, Cypress Bay, Hollandale. I mean, these are good teams. Deerfield Beach, we expect to be better this year. Fort Lauderdale's in their district. They're an improved team.
Don't forget Flanagan right at the end.
Yeah, that's going to be the game that's really the one everybody's going to pay to watch.
Right before the playoffs.
That's right. So what's your prediction here? I know it's the first day of practice. I know you just came from Flanagan.
Yeah.
Is this St. Thomas Aquinas team going to be holding up the state championship trophy again in December?
I don't see why not. I mean, if this team, if they stay injury-free, the coaches that they have brought in are guys like Roger Harriet played here. He knows the culture here. He knows the atmosphere. He knows what it takes. The coaching staff is pretty much the same. I mean, he brought in his boy Ryan Schneider to help run the offense, but this nucleus is intact. They got the full support of the administration here. George Smith, the legend, is still here as the athletic director. I mean, there's nothing for me to say that this team will have a drop-off. Like I said, if they stay healthy, they'll stay on course.
And Roger Harriet, watching practice today, goes to me, man, look, I've taken over other programs before, been at other schools. Never do you come into an environment where kids already know what they have to do.
Yeah, it's organized. That's what I mean by the college atmosphere. It's organized. These kids don't, they don't need to be taught from the ground up. They have a base already here, the discipline level. I mean, I'm excited to see some of these new players to see how they will fit into the mix.
And no matter how much talent is here, I'll tell you what, these coaches have done a great job this morning of reminding them, hey, 5-star, my butt, is what they keep saying. I keep hearing them say that. They're cracking down on these kids to make sure they're doing things right.
I think this staff and a lot of staffs out there, the ones that are fortunate enough to have those caliber kids, that's what they have to do. A lot of them, some of those kids, to their credit, have that work ethic. They have that mentality already built in, but some don't, and they have to get it to get them into that team concept, and that's how they'll be successful.
Hey, you and I got some more schools to hit today.
Yeah, we do.
Let's get going.